Hello, this is my either third or fourth check-in for my video game development class. So I was kind of stopped in the middle of working on it because I'm not going to be able to do this video later, so I might as well just do it right now. But I don't really have too much to show off right now. So obviously this I'm just going to point out all the new stuff that I have, and starting with this little trash can right here. Yeah, that's nothing really too big. Um, these are the main components that what I've been working on: the fuse box, the fuse slot, and the fuse. So this fuse box is part of my first puzzle that I'm going to make, where the player is basically going to take a fuse from, here, let me do this, from one of these cylinders. They're going to take they're going to take the fuse and they're going to go to another box, which is going to be shaped like this. And the other box is going to have a panel that reads out a combination. And one of these fuses is going to have that specific combination, and they're going to have to plug it in. It's really simple, not that too hard of a puzzle. Plus, it utilizes my inspect system, so the player can pick up the fuse and like look around and see, oh, there's the combination and whatnot. But um, I've been trying to work out all of this fuse slots, like so that the fuses spawn as soon as the player loads the game. But I still need to learn a little bit more about these marker 3Ds because I don't really know much about them, but that's where I'm being pointed to through examples online. The fuse, obviously, it's just a fuse. I do have Oh yeah, just assigning a little value to it. The fuse box has the animation for opening and closing, which I'll show soon. But I want to point out this new thing that I added has that the player has the key. So I might have talked about it last video, but I wanted the player so when that they pick up this key, they'll be able to unlock the door. It's kind of hard to move on. That they're gonna be able to unlock the door that leads to the outside world as they're gonna start inside this little hut. But because I didn't want to do like a full-fledged inventory system where they open their backpack, then take out the key and manually do it. So I just opted to do it internally. So for my code here, yeah, that's the fuse. There's the fuse box. Fuse slot, that has nothing in it. Key, nothing. It's just all the player. So let me go to the top. It's these ones. These two. Screwdriver will play a part. Honestly, I don't really know. I think I might use the screwdriver for the fuse box door and the key for the spawn door. But this held fuse variable is for when the player, instead of like picking up the fuse and putting in their backpack, they're just gonna hold it in their hand. But I still need to have figure out all that stuff out. Oh, sorry. As for new code, this is new. This was just no, that's not new. What am I saying? It's mainly just this. Where was it? Here it is. Yeah, this one. The stop inspect, and it basically just checks if the item that they're inspecting is a key or a screwdriver. And if they click interact, then that item will be quote unquote added to their inventory. And this if inspect source, all this is going to be used for my fuse, like for when the player's actually holding it. But I have not, obviously, not finished that just yet. So that's pretty much all of it. This Blender stuff kind of has been taking up all the time, especially this fuse. Like this took a decent bit of time because I was replicating it off another game that I used to play, and there was only like 3 images that I was using for reference, and it was a bit hard. But there is another thing that I've spent a majority of time working on, and it's a little bit of spoiler warning. It's this guy right here. This is supposed to be like the deity that comes at the end of the game. It kind of ties in with the story that I made for the game about all this religious stuff, and it fits very well. I like it as I had a reference image, and I feel like it's not very that, the wings aren't really that accurate, but I try to do, something nice with the top and the eyes and all that. And the wings were a little bit of pain since I made them using, I think it's called like Bezier curves and just regular planes. So like, that was always fun. But I haven't implemented the guy yet because that's probably going to come at the very end once I actually get these puzzles done. But Blender stuff aside, let me just hop into the game and show off the player picking up the key. So if I walk up to my door, it won't open, obviously, because the player doesn't have the key. So if I pick up the key right now and I interact with it again, it's basically putting in their pocket. And now the door is able to magically open. It's a little finicky if they keep going in and out since the animation player activates on body entered and body exited. So if they keep just doing this, then it'll mess up. But other than that, it's pretty smooth. We're not finicky. Um, Same thing with the screwdriver. It has a value. Newspaper does not have a value, obviously just for lore purposes. But other than that, that should be everything. So thank you for watching.